Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm Mrs. Love Beetle. Welcome to my channel. As you can see, it's a cracker of a day today. Beautiful blue skies. But equally, it hasn't been like that. We've had 3 frosts come through. General rule of thumb is that your pumpkins are ready once the frosts are hit, and I can definitely say they've hit. The beans too also got quite the hiding. Certainly going to make it easy to find the beans. There's one there. The summer squash is, I'm going to say, done for all intents and purposes. If we keep getting fine days, it might come away again, but generally I think I'm done with it. The wee walnut has not enjoyed the experience very much. Everything else actually looks pretty okay. The corn is just about done. I only really left that there because it had a couple of small ears left on it. The artichokes, good lord, they're going amazingly well. Bit more corn. Those are just there for seed. Spinach is loving it. They'll be loving it because all the slugs and snails are getting killed. I did try to get a bit clever and I covered the peanuts in here. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Well, definitely not the healthiest I've ever seen them. And the self-sown capsicum, avocado and tomato, also the worst for wear. Nasturtium has died down. And look, random fence pumpkin. Sunflowers have also decided that's it, which is fine. I'm not super upset about that. I'm actually ready to finish with this garden. By my estimate, I've just counted, I think there's 10 pumpkins in here. We've put a net around this many grapes because I worked out that's pretty much just about as much as I want. And I've left all of those for the birds. Of course, I keep finding birds inside the net because why not? The bucket carrots have started sprouting. I'll see if I can get a little bit closer to that one so you can see. As you remember, or if you remember, they are my winter experiment to see if I can grow them inside over winter, as the Central Otago's winters are quite brutal and nothing really survives. The ginger surprisingly survived. I actually just forgot about it, and so did the lettuce. Lemons will probably be coming back inside pretty soon because I really don't like the fact that they die off so fast. Raspberry finished a long time ago, so it's just getting fertilised and loved until it's ready to settle down for dormancy for winter. Blackberry, I have pulled a handful of blackberries off surprisingly, but pretty much the same as for the raspberry. I do get quite a lot of mushrooms growing on my lawn. Unfortunately, they always tend to be the ones that either make you die or see God. The main carrot garden really needs a weed. It's quite inundated with chicken weed stuff. I don't actually know what's called, chickweed I think. I used to feed it to my chickens. You can eat it. I hear it's very good for you. A few bees hanging around the forage. Tomatoes are on their last legs, but that's okay because I really need to start thinking about what I'm going to plant in here over winter. This is the choco has had quite the hiding. Good. I really haven't enjoyed this plant. The few seedlings I've put down here have been annihilated by the slugs, so I'm going to have to come down and put some slug bait, which I'm a bit sad about. I do try not to do it, but that'll be fine. I'll keep harvesting the red tomatoes where I can get them. I want to make some tomato soup and pressure can that. And then when the green tomatoes are all that I have left, I'm going to make some chow chow. Today's main project is going to be to bottle all of these, well, we used to call them black boy peaches, but that's not really politically correct anymore. Most fun thing I did is a couple of weeks ago I bought a pressure canner, which makes food shelf stable for quite the time. And last night I pressure canned some chicken soup and some rotisserie chicken from the supermarket. And apparently that will be shelf stable for 2 years, so I'm quite excited by that. Still got a lot of apples to dehydrate. I did borrow one off of a friend, but I heard that they burn out quite quickly, so I've decided to err on the side of caution and return that to her. Almost forgot to mention the fancy wine grapes. This Chardonnay grapes with a couple of Pinot Gris. Didn't get covers on them in time, so the frost have hit those. I might get a little harvest, but probably not, which is a shame. Anyhow, I hope you're having a lovely weekend. And as always, if in doubt, let it sprout.